Hello and welcome back to Higher Sense with Haz. Today I've got something a little bit special for you. I reached out to one of my fragrance friends, Grim Scents, links will be down here below, and I've done a little collaboration for you. Now it's the United Kingdom against the United States of America, who Grim represents. I love America myself. I've got a lot of Americans who watch these videos, and on my community settings there's a lot of you there, so I thought this would be a thank you for all of my American watchers. So let's get the Brill Cream on, let's get the Earl Grey tea bag in the cup of tea, and let's enjoy. Tally-ho! My first selection, when I think of red, I think of love, I think of hearts, and I think of that gorgeous underwear that you're trying to get into on a date night. And my selection for that is none other than the Shawnee's Fan Your Flames. So in the top here, you've got coconut, which is the prominent note with rum. Then in the mid, you've got some tobacco and tonka bean. Then down in the base, you've got some Chinese cedar and some oak moss. Now, it's a simple array of notes, but it works very well. You've got the coconut, which is key in this. Every lady likes coconut. It's soft, it's sultry, and it's sweet. Then you've got the little rum. You've got the boozy element, the masculine element, which is fruity. It's a little bit cheeky. It just adds that tinge of booze. And then in the mid, you've got the gorgeous tobacco, which brings a little earthy note. It deepens the coconut and it brings the booze with a nice kind of, a full-bodied nature, so it gives it a bit of depth in there. And then in the base, you've got the solid woods, another masculine note, and then the oak moss, which just gives it a nice earthy undertone. So you've got some earthy notes, you've got the gorgeous, sweet, soft, sultry coconut mixed with the boozy rum. It just gives a great fixation of notes, which I think will grab your lady's attention on that date night. Let's give it a blast and remind myself of why I selected this above many, many others. Yeah, I mean, that opening mixture is just gorgeous. This is going to grab attention. It's sexy, it's seductive, it's sultry, and for me, if you're in close proximity, you're out for a nice romantic meal or having a few cocktails at the bar, this is certainly going to grab some attention. It's an intriguing fragrance. It lingers in the air. It's almost one of them pull me in kind of fragrances. She'll want to smell it that little bit more and, get to know its wearer. It adds a little air of intrigue, but it's cheeky, it's sexy, and it certainly is seductive. It's just a gorgeous gourmand array of notes with a masculine edge. And for me, Fan Your Flames is what she's going to have to do to you when this fragrance hits our nose, because this is going to grab our attention like nothing else. Now, it's over to my good friend Grim for his selection.
So, for the red fragrance, that red hearts, love, red thong made out of licorice vibe, this is one of my favorite undefeated date night fragrances, and it's none other than Parfums de Marly Alter. If you don't know about this, you need to get your nose on this for sure. Now, I'll tell you the notes. Cinnamon, cardamom, orange blossom, and bergamot. In the mid, you have some bourbon, vanilla, and elemi. In the base, you have praline, musk, ambroxan, gaiac wood, tonka, and candied almond. Undefeated date night fragrance. I mean, that is an understatement. Okay, I'm not going to get into the details of what undefeated date night fragrance means, but guys, this is very, very sexy. The way the vanilla comes across, blended with that cinnamon, and it's creamy, thick, slightly spicy, very sexy, vanilla bomb. Okay, that praline and the tonka and the candied almond in the base. This is a sweet fragrance. If you don't like sweet fragrances, you're probably not going to like this. But in my experience, this will do the job. Guys, get your nose on this. They are very expensive. This has definitely spawned quite a few clones. So you have Liquid Brune, you have The Eagle Has Landed. I think Vanilla Dunes is another one. I know Kevin over at Central Obsessions has definitely got himself a version of this. It's also equally sexy. If you don't want to drop the cash for this, check out one of the clones. Trust me, if you are not rocking this on a date, you're definitely doing yourself a disservice. You are missing out. This is unisex. Trust me, women can rock this too. And I'm going to tell you like this. If a woman ever comes up wearing this, I don't want to get too graphic, but I would definitely eat her up rocking this. Guys, women feel the same way. I've worn this thing to work, and it does give me a good 10 hours for sure, easily 10 hours. And I'll be like going and listening to my patient's breath sounds because I work in the hospital, but I'll be listening to breath sounds and I'll be like, damn, this patient smells amazing. And then, I mean, no lie, but then it's like, that's me. Many, many compliments with this. Guys, I am telling you, I almost feel like I should gatekeep this, but then I wouldn't be a good fragrance reviewer. So I'm going to tell you guys, check this out, or at least check out one of the clones, or get you a sample of this. If nothing else, get you a sample. That's my pick for my date night fragrance because it is undefeated. So let's head on over to Has.
And next up, we've got white. And when I think of white, I think of cleanliness, freshness, and those white collar workers. So my white selection is a WorkSafe selection, and that's none other than Reflection by Amouage. Some great notes in here: rosemary, pink pepper, and petitgrain in the opening. In the mid, jasmine, neroli, gorgeous white flowers, some orris root and ylang-ylang, and then down in the base you've got sandalwood, vetiver, cedar and patchouli. So you've got fantastic white clean florals in the top, you've got a nice woody base and some gorgeous white florals in the middle. Let's give this a blast and let's remind myself of why this is such a special fragrance. Absolutely fantastic. It's work safe, it's fresh, it's clean, it smells like linen or cotton, you know, fresh laundry out the tumble dryer. This is what it smells like, a breath of fresh air, a nice walk through a spring meadow. That's what you're getting here. You're getting the white florals, which again, they're crisp, they're fresh, they're clean. And if you're at work with your colleagues, you don't want to overpower them with something. You want them to smell something which it's refreshing, it's clean, it's inoffensive, it's light, it's gorgeous, and that's what you're getting here. You're getting an absolutely gorgeous fragrance. In the top, you've got some nice, slightly green rosemary, you've got some petitgrain there, which adds some nice white florals, a cleanliness, a nice cutting edge, a little touch of earth in there. You've got the pink pepper just to give it some sparkle and some lift. Now, if you're going to work in an office-based environment and you've got this and you've got, you know, your shirt and tie and things like that, put a bit of this on, and as you're walking through the office, the scent trail it leaves behind you is gorgeous, and anybody coming into contact with you or walking past where you've been, they'll just be invigorated. They'll just breathe it in and think, wow, that's a clean, gorgeous scent. That's absolutely lovely, and that's what you want for work. You want something clean, fresh and inoffensive, and for me, Reflection Man by Amouage delivers it in spades. It projects nicely, it lasts pretty much through the working day. It's not offensive and it's not overpowering. What more could you want from a work fragrance? So my second selection for white and work is Reflection Man by Amouage. Now let's get back to my main American guy Grim for his next selection.
Alright, so as I said, the white fragrance is going to be for your white collar worker, your office safe, office friendly fragrance. With that, you do not want to be very loud, especially if you're in a small little office, or, you know, you're choking out the person in the cubicle next to you. So, in my opinion, this one is new to my collection. In my opinion, this is perfect for that type of a setting. Mason Margiela Replica Sailing Day. With this, you get C notes, aldehydes, coriander, and red pepper. Now, that's in the opening. This is very clean. Those aldehydes make this just a soapy, clean vibe. It's not real loud. There is seaweed, ambergris, cedar, and amberwood in the base. Now, it's not like dirty, funky at all. Guys, you want something that is very pleasant smelling in the office, not real loud, but if they smell you, you're going to be the best smelling person in the office with this. I can almost guarantee you that. This puts me in the mindset of being on a boat. Okay, I've been on quite a few boats before. Nice, clean wooden deck. The wood's in this, with the C notes in this, and the cleanness from the aldehydes. Just, it's nice, uplifting, and refreshing, but it's not so loud that people are going to be upset with you. So that is my pick for the white fragrance.
And last, but certainly not least, when I think of blue, I think of those blue skies, the blue ocean, and those holiday vibes. And I get that from Tom Ford's Mandarino di Amalfi Aqua. The clue's in the name. For me, this is the perfect selection for holiday because it just reminds you of the Italian coast for me. It reminds us of Sicily and holidays abroad. It's bright, it's warm, it reminds us of the sea, just reminds us of being on the coast in that gorgeous warm weather. So you've got mandarin orange, which is the key component in here, with some grapefruit, mint, bergamot, tarragon and blackcurrant. So that's a great citric opening, a mixture of citruses, but the orange is the main component. Supported by orange blossom in the mid. Then you've got lemon leaf oil, basil, or basil as we'll call it here in the UK, clary sage, wildflowers, jasmine, thyme, shisho, black pepper and coriander. So you've got an amalgamation of notes in the mid there. You've got some florals, you've got some edgy green notes, you've got a little bit of warmth from the coriander there. So that all complements the citric notes up top, just takes the edge off them a bit, gives them a bit of body and a little bit of roundness. Then in the base, musk, vetiver, labdanum, civet and amber. That brings the warmth, it brings the earth and it brings the green. Now I haven't tried this for a while, so let's give it a blast and see if it just whisks me away. Yeah, what a fantastic fragrance this is. This is the kind of fragrance where when you smell it, you can just imagine you being there. You're standing on the coast, you've got the lush green coastline, you've got the sandy beaches, the lovely soft waves on the sea, blue skies, the sun's beating down, it's 28, 29, 30 degrees. It's warm, it's breezy, you can smell the fruits blown by from the Italian orchards and things like that. And yeah, this just reminds me of holiday. It reminds me of fruity cocktails. It reminds me of a stroll along the coast. It really is a fantastic holiday fragrance. It's nice, it's bright, it's uplifting, it's invigorating, it's bright, it's energetic. You get hit with that gorgeous orange and that remains through the life of the fragrance. And then you've got some wonderful white florals to just bring a freshness, a cleanness in there, a little sprig of mint there, again just giving it a little green tinge and some more freshness. Then in the base you've got some deeper, warmer notes just to bring it all together. For me, this just reminds me of standing in front of a lovely tree with the mandarin oranges just dangling there, begging you to grab one and bite into it with the juices just exploding all over your face. And then you've got the lovely earthy notes and the florals around the base. It really is a fragrance that just transports you away on holiday. And for me, it's a fantastic holiday selection. So let's see what my buddy Grimm's got lined up for his last selection.
For the blue fragrance, that's going to be clear skies, vacation, special occasion. We're going with none other than Mind Games French Defense. Y'all, this is a very sexy fragrance as well. This could be used for date nights. If it's a special woman that you're seeing for the first time, I would definitely recommend going with this because that's a special occasion if you get the girl you've been after. So I did not ever think like, oh, that cherry fragrance smells so good, man, I got to get me a bottle. This made me fall in love with cherry fragrances, guys. Trust me. Now, this was so good. When I smelled it, I thought, oh my God, I got to get it. So I did, and I paid retail for this. I know better now. But if you're wanting to go out to, like, your favorite restaurant or for someone's birthday or something, and you really want to stand out, you really want to shine them on, this is the one. All right, this opens with cherry, violet leaves, chamomile. In the mid, you have some rose, geranium, and mimosa. I don't get that menthol vibe from this at all. That rose is blended pretty nice with that mimosa in here. It transitions real good from the cherry to the mid. In the base, you have amber, blonde woods, and cedarwood. Now, I have gotten complimented 10 hours in while rocking this. Now, I know I say special occasion. Y'all, you see as many fragrances as I got here. Someone put out this rumor that I'm a fragrance reviewer, so I have to test things. And the best place for me to test things is at work, because I work in a hospital. I work around a lot of women. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, 10 hours into my 12 and a half hour shift, this has happened twice now with this fragrance right here. I have been told that I smell delicious. Okay? That's a hell of a compliment. And when you get compliments like that, you tend to notice, how long have I been wearing this for someone to smell me and say, damn, you smell delicious. Guys, French Defense is one of those ones. You definitely need to check it out. If you're over here in the States, man, you can go to Dillard's and get your nose on these. I will have sites for decants, so you can sample these before you buy. I do have a discount code for them. If you don't want to use them, that's fine. But excellent way to check out this. Be ready to buy it. I'm going to tell you right now, be ready to buy you a full bottle of this when you sample this. This stuff is that good. Everyone who has smelled this has told me that they love this fragrance. Guys, trust me or don't, this is excellent for special occasions. This is a dark cherry, a little bit of liquor, sexy, dark, seductive. Could be a date night fragrance, but we're going with the special occasion fragrance for that.
And that concludes today's video of the UK versus the USA. I really enjoyed this collaboration with Grim Sense, and I hope to do more in the future. So if you haven't checked out his channel, check it out. Links are below. Drop him a like, subscribe if you can, and drop some comments down here below. Hopefully you enjoyed this collaboration. Did you like our selections? Who won? Was it the UK or was it the USA? And until next time, what you gonna do, brothers, when higher sense and Grim runs wild on you?
And what you gonna do, macho man?